Welcome to a Heroes Welcome podcast, where stories, healing, and culture meet. Every episode, we invite you to listen, reflect, and be curious.
This podcast is a space for mental health therapists where we talk about the real work of healing.
Whether you're a mental health professional, a proud geek, or somewhere in between, you're in the right place.
So let's jump in.
Welcome, listeners, for a special episode of a Heroes Welcome podcast. I'm here with my co-host.
That's me, Liliana Baylon, and we are here for a special episode. Maria, what are we talking about today?
Yeah, so we are talking about the SITH Conference that I host here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. The SITH Conference is an in-person conference. This will be our 4th year offering it. And if you've listened before, you know I'm a bit of a nerd, so SITH might not be a complete surprise to you. But it stands for, in this case, Supportive Innovations for Therapeutic Heroes. And what it is my attempt to make in-person learning fun again. And this year, I have got the absolute pleasure of inviting some of my favorite people to come and hang out with me for a weekend.
Which means that Jen is here with us because Jen is one of our favorite people. Do not complain, all of you who are out there saying, like, how come I'm not your favorite people? This is about SITH, okay? That's what we're saying. So Jen, tell us about your session. What is the title? What can listeners who have not registered yet can pay attention to and hurry up and go and register for your session?
Got it. So thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be a part of this conference. So my session is The Force Within the Family. And so in this session, we're going to be talking about all of the ins and outs of family dynamics and how do we, especially as play therapists, and not, just treat the child, but really like look outward and what all is going on. This year with the Guardians of the Galaxy theme, I got to thinking about the characters in that movie, which is like my favorite movie and coincidentally my favorite Disney ride. And thinking about how, what does that family look like? So there are different, like, I guess, biological family units, but really they have a chosen family. Right. So looking at that and the whole system and how does that work? Where are the pieces that kind of collide with that? So yeah, we're going to be talking about kind of all the different parts and how do we wrap that into what we're doing therapeutically? Because I think so often, again, when you're working with kids, the focus is on the child, right? So, and I tell parents, there's nothing magical I can do with your child in an hour a week. Like there's just, I feel like I'm good at what I do, but I'm not that good. Nobody's that good. So, like I don't have a wand. I've got some toys and stuff. So, it really has to, like, you have to take the pieces of that and then, it has to radiate out. So sometimes, some children they just need a space. Like their support system's pretty good. They need a space where they can process and work some stuff out. And you pull the family in. And sometimes it is much more focused on the child. You pull them in as needed. But more often, it's, you're going to work on some things with a child, but you have to change the entire system around them, or else it doesn't really make sense. So if you think about what are the biggest parts of a child's day, it's with their family, with their home unit, probably at school. And then some kids, like maybe they have, I don't know, if they're really into an extracurricular or something like that, maybe they spend time there. But those are the big chunks of their day. So again, that hour a week that we spend with them, it's cool. But like we need to like kind of tap into those other areas. And so if we can hit, connect therapy with maybe school and home, then you have that whole trifecta that's going to make, change more lasting and probably more effective. So
Yeah, I love that.
That's what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah. Well, and if you're not familiar with Jen and Jen's work, Jen, you're an advocate, and a lot of the training and education you do comes through an LGBTQ trans affirming lens.
Yes.
And I mean, I can say I'm assuming, but I know because I saw all of your stuff. Like this workshop is also through that lens.
Yeah. Yes, it's hard for me to like look through another lens at this point. So, but it is. And I think, looking at dynamics within our queer families, I mean, there's so many different layers. There's like are there portions of the family, the biological family that are not actually in the family unit anymore, where there, was, are there pockets of support that are no longer there? And, again, family, this isn't just, maybe grandparents who, you don't no longer talk to. Many kids, when they, do transition in whatever that looks like, even if their family, like their immediate family is supportive, there are other people that they may lose, like nannies. I know families who have lost nanny, a nanny that has been there with them since birth and has always been around no longer is because, reasons. Family friends, close family friends. So again, that's why when I talk about family, I don't just mean like the biological family unit. It's more kind of like your support system. Who are the people around you? So
or the found family, like you talked about with the guardian example. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think also, right, like this topic in regards to family, most of us who are play therapists do not get proper training, if any, in regards to how to work with systems. And therefore, we're really good about working with one nervous system in the room. Mm. And we had to learn a whole language about, in regards to the play therapy world, in regards to what we witness and how we translate that to notes. But to do that with the whole system, the feedback that I get from most play therapists is that I do not know how to do it or it's very intimidating. Mm-hmm. So I think your topic, not only through the lens that you are seeing everything, but also the systemic point that you're bringing is going to be really important for everyone to go and learn from you.
I am excited to talk about it.
I think I'm so appreciative because this is, this year's SITH, we're focused on court-involved cases, which are often family dynamics are at play, which is why Jen's workshop is so important for our time together. And it is something, unless you've gone, like, Liliana and I are very vocal about being MFTs, and so we're trained to work with systems. Social workers are trained to work with different systems and in different ways. But if you're going through the play credential, there isn't a lot of focus on working with systems or the family system in particular through the play therapy lens. So I am so appreciative of your voice and your unique lens, because when I think about families and queer families and, LGBTQ clients looking for play, like you are one of my go-to resources for that. And so, I'm super excited that you're going to come to New Mexico, and then we get to hang out for a couple of days and kind of geek out about things you're passionate about.
I can't wait. I really am so excited.
So Maria, what are the dates of the conference?
Yeah, so it's this October. It's going to be the 9th through the 11th. So it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're actually going to spend half a day in the courthouse. We actually have a local judge that's going to come out and talk to the group for a little bit, and we're going to do some mock testifying for those that want to be brave in the courtroom. We're going to have some fantastic food for you guys now that you're visiting the Southwest. So we'll have all of that. We'll put the registration link below with all of our information. There's still time to register and come and hang out in the Southwest in the fall. It's actually really pretty, and it's not as hot as it is right now. Yes. I can't promise it won't be hot because it's the desert.
You're talking to me since I have hot flashes.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, but we're actually going to be just inside Mesilla, which is one of our oldest little towns here, at a very adorable venue. But we promise to have, if you've been to any of my things, I like to have a good time. So we're going to have a great time and do some learning along the way.
as if you need any more reasons to come in. You just heard they're going to feed us. So that's huge for me. That's my love language. But
I've seen previews of the swag also. So
yes.
I mean, there's stuff.
So fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And then again, the focus is on systems, and we're going to be able to play at a court so that you can have the experiential piece, which is helpful for all of you. So please come and join us. Jen, thank you for coming and talking to us about your session. And thank you for being you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Do you want to know a fun random fact?
Yeah.
You two know this, I think. So before I was a therapist, I was a litigation paralegal. So stuff with the court, I love it so much. We'll probably talk about families in the court a little bit too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Today's stuff.
So thank you, everyone. Please go. If you have not registered, go register. We're going to have the information below the video. I'm sorry, below the podcast. And come and hang with us. Until next time.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on a Heroes Welcome podcast. We hope you found inspiration, insight, and maybe, just maybe, a little fun along the way.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your fellow healers. Until next time, stay curious, stay playful.